Hello and welcome to the Daily Comic and Collectible, episode 260. Now, today, the collectible of the day is the McFarlane Toys DC Comics Superpowers Collection Batman action figure. As a child, Bruce Wayne watched as his parents were brutally killed in Gotham City's crime alley. Traumatized by their deaths, he devoted his life to becoming the world's greatest weapon against crime, the Batman. To become the ultimate vigilante, the Dark Knight disciplined his mind and body to reach the pinnacle of mental and physical superiority in his relentless pursuit of justice. Continuing the legacy of the DC Superpowers line of the 1980s comes a brand new batch of your favorite heroes and villains in the classic Nostalgia series. This classic Batman figure stands 4 inches in height and has 5 points of articulation. This Batman is featured in his look from Hush. Figure comes packaged in the iconic Superpowers blister card packaging with updated artwork and logos, reflecting your favorite characters. Released by McFarlane Toys. Now, the comic of the day is Batman, Volume 3, issue number 118, with a cover date of February 2022, with story by Joshua Williamson, art by Jorge Molina, and cover by Francesco Mattina. This issue is titled The Abyss, Part 1. Now it's a party. The people of Gotham City are celebrating many things. Surviving, the magistrate is gone, and the scarecrow's been convicted. 2 thugs are not celebrating and are intent on robbing a pawn shop. One looks up and thinks he sees Batman. The other says it's a gargoyle. They begin to argue over it under the gargoyle, but the gargoyle stands up. The 2 thugs, now realizing it's Batman, run out of the alley and beg the police to arrest them, because it's better than being beat by the bat. Batman swings away from the scene, and him and Barbara Gordon talk about how the city is celebrating. Bruce feels that something is off, and Barbara comments that he sees happy people and gets suspicious. Barbara informs him of some hired killers she spotted traveling uptown, and there's a party being thrown by the wealthy in that neighborhood. Bruce says he isn't sad about being left out because it has a theme: Billionaires' Ball, Villains of Gotham. At the party, the rich dress as their favorite criminal. There are some Two-Faces and Riddlers and a few Harley Quinns, and more. Barbara says that if the Mercs are going to be in costume too, they're going to be late. Bruce says they're already there. Killers walk differently, and some don't fit in a crowd. Suddenly, Firefly reveals himself by sending a burst of flame into the air. The crowd screams and runs, but the Mercs take a few hostages, and Killer Croc impersonator starts beating on the Mercs. Firefly comments he's worked with Croc, and Croc doesn't move that way, so he torches the Croc with his flamethrower. The suit burns away, revealing Batman. The Firefly sends the Mercs dressed as Joker after him, but to no avail. Firefly tries to escape, but the Batman uses his grappling hook and pulls him down for a final blow. The crowd cheers, and a Joker says to get the Bat a drink. A little girl dressed as Punchline asks him for his autograph. He signs and flies away. He tells Barbara he isn't used to people celebrating him. As he tells Barbara he's going offline for 48 hours, he sees a blimp saying Batman Inc. arrested. Breaking news. Murder. Later, Batman flies to Batanesia to investigate. Detective Kaya goes into the building where the murder took place. In the basement, there is a piece of black liquid inside a chalk outline. Kaya yells, saying they've missed some evidence. Batman appears behind her and tells her not to touch it. Kaya is shocked by who it is. She gives the murdered a name, saying the monster who died was Abyss. She explains Abyss took 27 people off the street in 1 year. Then Batman Inc. turned themselves in after the body was found. She expected Batman to say they were framed, but he didn't. He says they did kill him, but he needs to know why. He said they were once a club of heroes, but disbanded. Kea says that one rich guy sponsored Batman Inc. Batman replied, Bruce Wayne. She says it wasn't Wayne, but him, and in walks a man formerly dressed and bald with an L on his suit collar. It was Luthor. This story is continued in Batman Volume 3, issue number 119. Geek Fact. This issue takes place after Batman Fear State Omega number 1 and is reprinted in Batman Abyss. Bonus Geek Fact. Victor Bogdanovich's cover of this issue was an homage to Spider-Man issue number 1. Another bonus geek fact. Batman disguising himself as Killer Croc was a nod to the Batman animated series, episode Almost Got 'Em. And final geek fact. Batman's very first appearance in comics was in Detective Comics issue number 27 with a cover date of May 1939. The story was titled The Case of the Chemical Syndicate. Well, I'd like to thank you for joining me for today's Daily Comic and Collectible, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. This is CatFan ComicsMan, and I'll catch you on the flip. Over and out.